Okay, I moved the stop down. I had pulled off one more contract. I'm really cognizant that I'm over 300 and I want to be able to get to my 700 daily profit objective and be done. So that push down into that level, that was good. Since my first trade I lost a little bit. The second one for me is like, let's bank some money. Oh, there we got a long signal. Let's move my thing down to the signal itself. I stop. So now I'm kind of paying attention to, since put some money in the bank, can I get to 700 plus? And if I can, then I can blip out and be done on the day. Well, it's lifting here nicely. So we did get some reactivity off that level. It's almost like institutionals didn't want to lift it and just run with it. They wanted to pull it back first, sweep out a level. Now, the way I have my bracket, any push to a certain set benchmark level, my stop will move to break even plus, then I'll be in a free trade. So really what I'm focusing on now, if I start getting some dark blue dots, that would precede any mom signal. So I got to be ready to hit the reversal button or book out some profits. That kind of means, hey, what do you want to do next? But right now, one little push anywhere back up near that pivot, I can be over my when I see it like go 705-ish, 710, I'll hit the close button, be done, set my ATM strategy back to none, take my account, set it to sim, make sure I don't accidentally enter any trades the rest of the day on my live accounts or eval account, whatever you're trading, and then kind of go into verifying that I'm closed, I'm flat, there's no order standing out, hit the close button a couple of times for each account that I have that I'm trading on that platform. And then I go look at the account position section of NinjaTrader, or if I'm on Quant, I always like do like a double verification that I'm not there's no outstanding orders sitting anywhere in my chart, and there's nothing. Ooh, we're pushing. We're 590s. Okay, so I'm going to get ready to hit the close button if I see this go over 700. Now I could just take my target and take it and put it like right there, just in case we get a big pop. I'll for sure be over 700. I could thin down my position size a bit, but I'm liking the looks of this. I would think at a minimum, if the way that this had an instant reaction off that level, this is institutional activity, I'll give it some time and see if we can push. So we just not quite yet to the benchmark level where my stop will move to break even plus. I really don't need to have any risk on anymore in this trade. I could move this up to break even. I'll just leave it alone. I'll let the bracket do its job. Pretty confident we're going to push. We're spending time on the higher, mid or higher side of the bands. And if we get a little pullback and then go up, whatever, I'm in positive P&L on the day. I don't have to be like hyper micromanaging the trade. In the beginning, when you're a beginner, newer trader, it is important to get used to banking some profits, banking some profits. Just, as you're kind of building up what it takes to be consistent, what time frame, what instrument you prefer the best. Now, any next push where we probe higher after a pullback, I would be cognizant of that. Likely on a day where if I don't really want to be trading much, I want to go do something else, I'd probably pull off 3 contracts and just leave 2 on and see if those last 2 can just get me over the hump to the 700. In this case, I'm just leaving them all on until we come up higher. If I get a reversal signal, then I got to hit the reverse button and change directions. So this came up with some conviction. That was definitely institutional side. And we'll see if they re-engage to the upside. Okay, now I'm getting the potential for a reversal signal. So I got to be ready on the reversal button. And that's okay. If I'm just trading the signals, I trade them till I get what I need. I don't think, just trade it. Okay, I got my stop set. I'm still in some positive P&L in the day. I need one good run on one of these signals to get me home and get over the 700-ish for the day P&L to be done on a 150K account. Okay, standing by. See what we get here. If I get any secondary signals when I'm already in a trade, I don't touch that. I leave it alone. Almost blipped me out there. I'm going to move that right to the top of that signal. Right to the top of that signal. Very narrow range open so far. Actually, I need to move that down a bit to where the new low pivot was. And see if we can get this to roll over and maybe press lower. Maybe we go down and take out some of these other lower levels if this thing can't get any push up. I mean, that was obvious buy program activity came in and it just suddenly disappeared. We couldn't even get to the high of the opening range so far. So there seems to be a lack of conviction in either direction as of yet. Okay, standing by. We'll see what we get. Okay, just heard the noise. My stop triggered. I'm over 700s on the day and boom, hit the close button. So we got it. Junk chop open. Market couldn't decide what direction it wanted to go. Heck, I'd take a long signal out of here. I like these retests. And when I see instant reactivity, we came right down to that level, tested it. We blew up that level. It was kind of a fresh level. This other pivot was from before after that huge ramp. Oh, there's a long signal. So we'll see. That one could run and get some legs on it. But there we go. I got my 700 a day, even out of an open that would tend to chop people up. I just patiently keep working it. I don't pee in my pants. I don't cry. I don't scream at the computer. None of that helps you. Just work the signals. Not every day is going to be one and done. Right now, on average, using a little bit of discretion as to when I'm going to take my first signal on the day, about 28% of my trades are one and done. And then a huge amount of trades, I'm to my daily goal in 2 trades. So right now, on average, it's taking me about 2.2 trades a day to get my daily goal. And that's just as soon as I see P&L blip up over 700, I hit the close button. Then I'm done. And if you're trading, on one platform, talking out to 4 other accounts, or how many other accounts, or maybe you're trading Apex. And the nice thing, you trade the signals, you're compliant with Apex. You don't have to worry about those stupid 30% consistency rules. You're not ever averaging in, you're not fading anything. You're working basically the same amount of position size on each and every signal. So the reality is chop doesn't blow up your accounts. What blows up your accounts is putting too much position size on per your setup and maybe not using stops, or anybody that fades levels, that takes a lot of skill. Fading levels is work. You got to know what you're doing. You got to be good with the math in your head, knowing how much position size you can work in, almost like grid trading or martingale trading. You got to really know what you're doing to not get blown up fading levels. That's really hard to do. You can do it, but you really got to know what you're doing. And eventually, and in the end, you still got to have a cry uncle point like, hey, I'm going to risk 30% of my eval account or 50% of my daily max, and that's it, or whatever. You got to have some point where if it's not working, you just shut it off for the day and wait for the next day. To just go in, not think, not have to figure out what the market's doing, trade the signals, practice on sim, get more proficient as you react to the audible alerts that you get on the signals, or heck, with NinjaTrader, third-party tools. You've got Bloodhound, Blackbird, you've got Markers Plus, you've got what do they call it? Optimus and other third-party platforms where these signals will work your trades automated exactly the way you want. How much of a stop? What do you want your break-even plus threshold to be? How much scaling out? Do you want to scale out a few on the way? And then just trade automated. And then copy out what you're doing on one account, on one platform, out to your other accounts with something like affordable indicators, or what's the new one? Trade Sync, or there's Replicanto, and there's others. And then build a wide range of accounts as you become more and more proficient and get more and more payouts. And from what I've noticed, are people that really get committed to trading the signals and go back and forth with me on some emails, getting dialed in on whatever time frame or instrument they like to trade. Usually I notice they transform from trying to figure out what the market's doing, letting go of that shit, and just trading the signals approach, and noticing they're never going to die doing that. Yeah, they'll get hacked up a few days, but you're still going to be alive to fight again. And I mean, how often, let's be realistic. How often does the Nasdaq do that crap out of the open? I mean, that's just not the norm. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5% of the time. So if you can live through that 4 or 5% of the time, then, and you're getting enough movement on the days where there's even a medium range, where you're grabbing a little here, grabbing a little there, and feel out the day. If you're not getting moves, when you get a little bit of move, just keep growing that bank until you get the one that runs away. So if you get a little bit of move and it's starting to hook, you're getting some counter dots before maybe an opposite signal, take a little position size off, put some money in the bank. And if it runs some more, it runs some more. That's where you can kind of just get a feel for it. I usually see people can transform in under 30 days. Stop doing what they're doing before that wasn't giving them the outcome they wanted. Just trade the signals, follow our curriculum, stop thinking so much, just be a dumb monkey, follow the signals, and you'll get all the peanuts at the circus you want. The little monkey just following the signals can usually beat a human trying to figure out what the heck the market's doing. Like, if I go and I'm watching the market and I have my idea of what I think it's going to do, I'm usually right about 55 to 60% of the time. The rest of the time, it does shit that I was like, what? And it's because you never know what institutionals are going to do. And sometimes when econ news is good, they'll sell it off. When econ news is bad, they'll buy it up. It's all about them moving the price to levels where they want to pretty up their portfolios. And a lot of time, what they're doing and where they move price to isn't logical with the news that's played out or fundamentals. It'll be counterintuitive frequently. So you're not going to figure that out all the time. So just trade some signals that are precision based. And you don't have to be on Renko charts. I've shot videos where you can trade time-based charts. You can trade tick charts, volume charts. You could trade range bar, Heikin-Ashi. And if you need help dialing in a particular bar type and time frame for an instrument, just ask me, and I'll help you out. So this is the Trade the Signals curriculum that's incorporated into the Algo IQ program. These are mom signals. I have part of the reversal signals turned on. That's the dots. Now, if somebody really wants to have fun and attack the markets, I'll kind of end with another little cutesy way you can trade. I've shown this to some traders. I haven't really talked about it much, but some days I'll sit there and I love it. If I get like two dots back to back, I might throw in some liquidity to the short side. Not until I get two dots up or a full mom signal will I take those out. So here I got two dots. I put on some shorts. I go through all this, and then I get a mom signal, then I get out. So one dot, I won't work in liquidity. I usually want to see a few of them. Now, there are some higher time frames, or if I get one dot, I'll throw in some liquidity. And then if I get the mom signal, I'll throw in the rest of the liquidity. So there's all different ways you can use the tools, or you can use the vertical line full on reversal signals that will usually get you in ahead of the mom signal. So to find out the current offer, info@gridelgo.com. I got a special offer this weekend. So